All right, my duelist friends, casual duelist back again. Welcome back. Happy whichever day it is. I think I seem to have forgotten. It should be Tuesday. This is still pre-tape stuff. I got this done a little bit ago. Um, Today should be the final version of Volcanics, at least for a little while, dependent on whether or not they actually get some more support or there's something else later on down the road. And to my friend Akami, this is maybe the only way that I would have really modified your main build. So just real quick, let's get into that deck. I'm going to be using the Blaze Accelerator deployment skill. This will be the first time that I've used it for my own build. What this does is once per turn, you can change the name of Blaze Accelerator that you control to Tri-Blaze, and you may use this skill twice per duel. So again, this will allow me to cheat my name twice. So the rest of my deck, and again, this follows a very standard formula. This is one of those decks with very little variation. So I do apologize if you guys are getting tired of hearing all of these names, but 2 copies Royal Firestorm Guards, 2 copies Volcanic Blaster, 2 copies Volcanic Doomfire, because again, this is going to be our boss card, so we are going to want a couple copies of it. 3 copies of our Volcanic Rocket, and this is going to make a little more sense again in a second, and 3 copies of Shell. So again, the monsters pretty much the same ratios every time we built this. So this is like the 1, 2, 3, 4th time this deck has been on the channel in like a week or 2. So just sorry, but this is it. Spells, 3 copies Blaze Accelerator, and 0 copies of Tri-Blaze. And again, what I'm doing here is I'm only going to call it into Tri-Blaze when I want Doomfire to happen. So if Doomfire is not something I want to have happen, I'm not going to have it happen. So at that point, we're only using the skill to play the final version. Other than that, we're going to just go off some spot control. Additionally, we're going to maximize out Wildfire. And again, maybe this doesn't make sense because you're like, oh, geez, you're going to get rid of your accelerators. Guys, Rocket can grab them back from the discard pile, so don't even worry about it. Don't stress. And then the last 2 to round my deck up to 20 will be 2 copies of course, Michiziri. Because again, with all of the stuff that we are able to do, getting this little additional tag-along play is going to be very critical. And this could be the difference between setting up your Volcanic, you set up this with Blaster, your opponent attacks, they go for the run, you get the Michiziri, you get your effect, you stacked your Rocket, you go Rocket, you go Blaze Accelerator, you use skill, now it's Tri-Blaze, Tribute it, Doomfire, go for game, okay? Again, sideboard, if you guys want one, Cosmic Cyclones, Night Beams, Defusions, these are basically going to be my new standard cards. Pick whatever works for you guys. And again, the extra deck, stack 6 cards together if you like, or just run it raw like this. It doesn't really matter. But if you do put some cards in there, your opponent will be thinking about Waking the Dragon. They may be a little more hesitant for going after those Wildfires and Michizuris that you have set in the back row, especially coming into game 2 and 3. So that is very valid. Again, I'm just going to run it back real quick because, again, we know these. The Michizuri, when a monster is sent from the field to the graveyard, even during damage step, target a monster on the field, destroy it. Wildfire requires you to destroy all your Blaze Accelerators to destroy all monsters on the field. Then special summon a Wildfire token to your own side. Your monsters can't attack this turn. Great, do it during the opponent's turn. Blaze Accelerator, we're only going to be using this with the shells this time around. Target a monster your opponent controls, send 1 Pyro with 500 or less attack from hand to grave. If you do destroy the target, monsters can't attack the turn you do this. Shells will be the ones that you use for doing this. Shell, once per turn, pay 500 life points, add a Volcanic Shell from the deck to the hand. Must be in the graveyard to activate and resolve effect. Rockets, when summoned, can add 1 Blaze Accelerator card from deck or graveyard to hand. Doomfire can be special summoned from the hand by sending 1 Tri-Blaze that you control from the field to the graveyard. During opponent's battle phase, attack position monsters they control must attack this if able. And when this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, destroy as many monsters the opponent controls as possible. If you do, inflict 500 damage to the opponent for every monster destroyed by this effect. Blaster, when destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, place 1 Volcanic monster from deck to top of deck. And Firestorm Guards, When is normal summoned, target 4 Pyro in the graveyard, shuffle all 4 into the deck, and then draw 2 cards. So again, this is my version of it. I wanted to keep this short. I'm sorry for making you watch 4 different variations of this. But again, it's one of those decks. There's a very firm core to it. And there's going to be a lot of people playing this because it is so good and it is very fun. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And again, just have a great day. Do all of the things. But make sure that you go out there and try to have a good day, okay? I'll see you guys next time. Later.